back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second map between Carnage5 and Fuzion Gaming. Fuzion Gaming has actually won the first map, Train, so this is actually going to be Carnage's map pick. They are a map down, but this is their map choice for the matter.
This is it. We've made it through lots of games to very dominant semifinals, you have to say. And so far, this final has been, even though we've only seen one map, it's already a much closer matchup than the other semifinals. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, and so I kind of lost track. I was getting sort of spammed on Steam, and it kind of distracted me a little bit. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, what happened to a Carnage on Train is that although they did get quite a few rounds because of Fuzion kind of having that weaker start to their half, cases, this should be their map to win. This should be their comfortable map.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens here.
Definitely their chance to shine here. Fuzion Gaming going with the standard, really, 4 armor and 1 guy sacrificing getting that diffuse kit and a smoke as well, and that would be Torres. On the other side, Carnage5 do the same thing, but it's Kronos sacrificing this time. Ooh, straight to the head, but it's not enough. Trist starts things off with a good headshot onto the throw. Here's Dragod and Equok getting kills with themselves as well. Equok finds 2, which means Shadow's the last man standing here for Carnage5 in a 1v4 situation. My god, this was quick. It just got shut down from everywhere. Fuzion Gaming, they'll be very happy with their performance in this pistol. They only lost 1 player. For now, maybe Shadow can grab another kill here. But he's very far away from the bomb, really. Bomb's all the way over at Connector. It's a huge distance to cross when you're on your own against 4 people. And Shadow knows this. I mean, he doesn't have armor, so really has nothing to lose here. But still, he'll be hoping to maybe grab a kill first before dropping. There's only 45 seconds left on the clock. He's gonna have to die before time runs out. Otherwise, things are gonna get super awkward for him. If they actually wait until time runs out before killing him, he's gonna be so out of this game. It's not even funny, but he does get that headshot onto Equok straight from behind. And he makes his way towards Connector. Killer Bee. That was nasty, waiting for him. Finds the headshot onto Shadow, and Fuzion Gaming win the pistol.
Yeah, and considering that Fuzion Gaming tend to have these slow starts and tend to lose these pistol rounds, this is actually a really good start for Fuzion Gaming. And they're going to start feeling comfortable because not only did they just win their first map on their map pick, but they're already leading and winning the pistol round on the map pick of Carnage. This is still way too early days, though. Carnage can still make a comeback here. A comeback as if it's that many rounds. So still way too early. But what is he doing? Equok did not manage to get any of those kills, and Carnage already possibly might even win this first fight.
Ooh, the Deagle does get 1 kill. That's Trist dropping, but not before getting 1 for himself. Carnage5, even though this is their second round, even though they lost the pistol without even planting, they have the 1-man advantage now. The scout for Shadow has yet to pay off, really, but Dark Soul picks up a FAMAS from one of the CTs. Kronos with the Deagle does find 1 kill. Kira finds a headshot onto Torres as well. This is perfect for Carnage5 as they make their way onto the A side. There's a flash from Dragod trying to buy some time, but he doesn't really hit anyone with that flash. Killer Bee is hiding a bank. They can make this 2v4 work, especially with how low Kira and Kronos are. And they're definitely going for this. Now, here's Dragod. A dumpster does find that headshot onto Dark Soul. That's one of the healthier players for Carnage5. This is getting awkward now. Kira, however, does shut down Dragod and Killer Bee as well. Kira gets those kills for Carnage5 and ties things up 1-1.
Yeah, and already a very good force buy, and I feel like they can really, as much as I want to credit them, in the same time I want to say that there's a lot of mistakes there made by Fuzion. I mean, Ikwak, or whatever you want to call him, Moro, he was pushed down in mid And he missed every single bullet. Like, there's only a few shots that made his enemy low, but otherwise, he missed all his bullets. And that really punished them. They allowed the FAMAS to go in in the hands of Carnage. And not only that, there's another person also pushing mid who also died. And I feel like that really punished them here.
Ooh, here's Kira, but he couldn't get anything done with that AK. This is super bad for Carnage5. They're losing members left and right. But Dark Soul brings it back with that kill onto Dragal. Thor finds Killer B as well. It's almost like a 2v5, really. Thor has 3 kills, Dark Soul has 1. And Torres is the last man standing here for Fuzion Gaming as the bomb gets planted on the B site. Torres, he has an AK, got armor helmet as well. But it's useless against Thor. Carnage5, they plant the bomb and they win the round 2-1.
A few really important frags there from Thor. I mean, if he didn't get those 2 headshots at the end there against those last 2 players, that could have been really ugly. A bit of a mess up, I believe, from Dragod. I believe it came from behind, from Monster. Didn't kill I believe it was Thor from the back. And that could have been the turning point, actually. It would have been down to a 3v1 at that point. But that was really close. But now Fuzion Gaming forced on an eco. And this stack can prove really deadly, so they need to be careful here. They're going right into the stack as well.
Ooh, the camera goes a bit crazy there. And Thor finds a good entry onto Killer B, gets Equok as well. What is happening? Fuzion are falling apart, Shadow! He spotted him! He did a double take there. He does go back to kill Dragod. Carnage5, it was clean.
Did Dragod just bait out his teammates?
I think he did.
He was hiding in barrels. Why didn't you shoot him? Especially after he shot his teammate. He just completely stood there doing nothing. What, was he hoping for a ninja defuse or something? I don't know. That they should not have baited his teammates. And honestly, if he killed them before he killed his teammates, then they would have had 2 people to possibly maybe kill another person, trade out for another person. In the end, he baited his teammate and then died himself. So, a questionable decision. And now Carnage5 already 3-1. But this is gonna be the first gun round, full gun round for both teams. So this is gonna be an important round.
Through the smoke, Trist gets that kill, but Thor finds the headshot onto Dragod as well. So we're down to a 4v4 here. The bomb is all alone. Believe it or not, that's Shadow. He's all alone. He does have some backup here in the form of Thor, though, as they slowly make their way onto the B site. This backup coming from the rest of Carnage5 as well. Killer B's hiding right behind sandbags. If Fuzion Gaming set up this boost, they'll pick up a lot of kills in the process. Thor finds Equok. Here's Trist above the smoke. Spots a leg, but he can't find the spray. Oh my god, what is happening? Killer B finds a kill onto Shadow, but it's way too late. Shadow already killed his teammate. And Thor finds Torres as well. This makes Killer B the last person standing for Fuzion Gaming in a 1v2 situation. They know where he is. Not really much options for Killer B, but he changes it up, goes towards Monster, and he does get spotted by Kira, who shoots him in the back. Carnage5. Good start here. They lead 4-1.
Yep, and this actually was a really back and forth, if you consider it. And Fuzion now they're forced on eco. And again, this comes to the point that although they do win that pistol round, they are very slow on these beginning rounds. They only tend to run away with it later on. They don't tend to run away with it straight away. So already a good advantage here from Carnage. They do get 4 rounds on their T side, but this stack again. Are they gonna run into another stack here? Are they gonna bait each other? Or are they gonna actually try to trade Fuzion Gaming here? Especially Dragod. I'm looking at you, Dragod. I've seen you. So let's see what they do here. It does look like Carnage is not gonna fake. A bit questionable. You've made way too much presence here. You should try to rotate back. The CTs are actually as well showing themselves. This is a bit risky here. Allow the terrorists to go in. Don't just fight.
Ooh, Shadow does get Taurus. So does Dark Soul get a kill onto Killer B, but Trist finds Thor, gets Dark Soul as well. The CZ putting in some good work here for Trist. As he makes his way back towards the site now, it's down to a 3v3 thanks to Trist's efforts. Carnage5 are at a bit of a stalemate here. They can't really keep moving forward at B site. And so they send the bomb alone towards Playground while I believe that is Kira. Tries to get an entry on a Dragod. Finally gets the kill on the Shadow. They pick up AKs as well. This is perfect for Fuzion Gaming as they head towards A to back up their teammate Equok, trying to buy some time, but he pushes up all alone. He can pay the price for this, and this could be very expensive. As Kronos finds his way onto the side, he fakes the bomb plant, but he does it again. And Trist is already here. He finds the headshot onto Kronos, but Kira finds Equok hiding a truck. No more time, 5 seconds left. He has to commit to this plant, and they know it. Dragod peeks from toilets, picks up the kill. Fuzion Gaming, they bring it back on Eco.
Yeah, that was really the fault of Carnage. They made way too much presence, and they kept fighting against a full stacked Eco on B side. They should have rotated or done something, but why just stand there and fight against Eco? I have no idea. That was not the best decision from them. And yeah, let's see what they do this round. But to answer the viewers, by the way, it was 16-9 to Fuzion on Train, and that was Fuzion's map choice. This is Carnage's map choice. So for those actually wanting Carnage to come back, this is gonna be their map pick, Carnage. So this is their chance to actually bring this back to a 1-1. So they have potential here to actually do it. And they've had 4 rounds so far, so there is more than enough potential for them to do it. But it really depends how Fuzion now starts to perform on their CT side.
There's an op for Torres at last. The opera is back, boys. It's the first round I think we've seen an op here on this map. We'll see if it pays off, however, for Fuzion
This is not
Gaming.
P90.
It's not a P90, thank God. There's a good boost from Carnage5 here on Dark Soul. Could be in a good position to find the kill onto Trist, but Trist is hiding behind the pillar. That's smart play by the CTs. Not allowing themselves to get caught, but Thor finds an entry, gets another one onto Trist as well. What's happening? Fuzion Gaming, they're losing the gunfights, but Killer Bee, he's on fire. He gets 2 as he pushes through the smoke. He does not spot the terrorist hiding inside of it. He has to fall back towards the site now, right through the back. He gets 2. This is perfect for Killer Bee. Kira finally shuts him down, but it's only a 1v2, and Torres wins it with 2 HP.
That was so close. If he could have actually spray transferred and killed him with a random spray bullet. So, stray bullet, I should say. But that round was very expensive for Fuzion Gaming. Although they did win the round, that was really expensive. So now it's down to what they have here, which isn't much. So if Carnage actually wins, well, it's unlikely they're going to win this round, but if they do win this round, they can actually make Fuzion completely eco.
It's up to Killer Bee to make a play like that again. Or Thor to get those entries like he did last round. He almost made it happen for Carnage5, but thanks to Killer Bee's valiant efforts and a good 4K, he won it for Fuzion in the end. But for now, Carnage5, they've got to work with 3 Deagles and 2 P250s. Not really the optimal weaponry to have here on Overpass. And Equok shows us why as he gets that first kill with the FAMAS. He's a bit greedy here as he moves up towards toilets. He might just get another catch here, but Dark Soul is the one who wins out with the P250. Finds a headshot onto Trist. Thor! Here he comes again. This time Equok goes down, but Dragod finds Shadow long. Carnage5, they want to move up, but they're oh so low. Kronos spots someone at connector, but he misses that Deagle shot. No 1D for you. That was Killer Bee who was hoping to get the flank. He's gonna have to fall back for now. He knows, and Dark Soul was hoping to get another 1D, but no such luck. Killer Bee, smart play, backs out of connector completely and closes the door. But here's Torres on the site on A. He finds that first kill onto Thor with the up, but he can't seem to hit any other shot. Finally lands one onto Dark Soul. Dragod finds Kronos as well. Fuzion Gaming tie things up 4-4.
I'm not gonna say that was a clean round because it wasn't. And Killer Bee could have actually went down there in in connector there, and if he did actually go down, he would have given that M4. I'm about to sneeze. Sorry. He would have given that M4 to Carnage5, which could have made a huge difference to Carnage's 5 push on A there. But thankfully for them, they didn't. And now this is going to be an important round because again, they did lose way too much money there.
Interesting mollies coming off here from Fuzion Gaming. Does Carnage5 wait for that smoke to time out right outside of Monster? Look at that. That's a very aggressive push from Equok and Trist. Trist with a P90 pays the price for it. Shadow gets that kill, but he looks the other way, and Equok does find that headshot. He also has the bomb now. Carnage5, they have to back off and go pick up that bomb. Oh my god, Thor!
Makes up
Oh,
for it.
that was painful. He does make up for it. Kira finds the headshot onto Equok as well. And so Fuzion Gaming, only 2 members left. As Carnage5 pick up the bomb and rotate all the way towards Playground as they make their way slowly but surely headed for that A site.
A bit too aggressive from Fuzion Gaming there. I don't know why all of them aren't T-spawn. At least 2 of them were. And especially after they killed the first guy, they shouldn't have pushed that second guy there as well. And this loses the man advantage in their favor. Especially since Thor did get a kill on his own teammate. So this could have been a 4v2 here.
Here's Torres with the opposite bomb gets planted. Oh, just at the edge of the smoke. Catches Thor out from long. Kronos, however, finds that kill onto Torres. Gets the second on Killer Bee as well. Carnage5 lead again 5-4. This is a genuinely close game.
It is a generally close game, but keep in mind as well that Fuzion Gaming seem to be pretty good on their T sides on many maps. I believe in the semi-final as well that they were also very good on their T side, if my memory serves me correctly. So a bit of a warning sign for Carnage. Although this is a CT-sided map, they need to be careful. They need to get as many rounds as they can. And Carnage already doing really well here, but they are going to go up against another stack on B. Oh, and they already lose 2.
Look at that. They good 2-3 actually for Fuzion. They might actually make this work. Dragout finds Thor as well. What the hell, Fuzion Gaming? How can they keep doing this time after time? Carnage5 keep dropping to the weirdest of eco rounds.
If you haven't noticed that they're all, every time they go against an anti-eco, they're going towards B. And the ecos tend to always stack B. And this is why they keep losing these ecos. They're going up against stacks. They need to play a lot more defensive. Unless they... I have a feeling they're having a hard time calculating the ecos. Like calculating the money of the opponents. Because they should have known that they were going to be on an eco. And they should have known to go a bit slower against an eco. They should not have pushed randomly 2 people towards short when going up against a possibly huge stack. They could have known, but in the same time they could have predicted that that would have been a possibility. So they should have held together and closer together and work towards trades, because those AKs would have been more beneficial for them. But yeah, a bit of a cluster there. And now, although the CTs are split up and they don't have only 1 person with armor, that AK has that one-tap ability. So as long as the CTs play this smartly, as it looks like they are going to be, actually never mind Shadow, no time whatsoever, and this is already a win for Fuzion Gaming on the eco.
Yeah, best case scenario will be to kill him after time runs out. He looks the other way. Killer Bee finds that kill, but it's just before time ran out. Shadow should get money here, and yes, he does get money.
So lucky. Well, so unlucky he dies, but so lucky that that was literally the last second. I mean, you guys have the advantage of having a VOD, really, to see how long that was left. Because that was literally last second. That could have been so ugly for them. But lucky for them, he does not have to eco. So let's see, now that they're going to be... well, they are going to eco anyway, but at least he has the money to buy next round.
Smart molly from Equok, but he can't seem to land anything with the AK, and Darksoul finds that headshot. This is sad stuff as the AK gets picked up here by Shadow. Killer Bee finds Kronos and the bomb as well. This is perfect for Killer Bee. in Fusion Gaming. Dragod, oh my god. He finds Kira and Shadow. It's times like these when you feel Fusion are unbeatable, when they suddenly get kills left and right, and Carnage5 fall apart every time Killer Bee gets that last headshot onto Dark Soul. Fusion Gaming take the lead for what is, I believe, the first time of this game. 6-5.
Second time.
Or second time.
They won the pistol round, but they lost the force by. So it was a lead in the beginning, and they lost it very quickly. But yeah, now they're starting to gain confidence. Even Killer Bee spraying his enemy with a GG there. So starting to get more confident. Maybe they're starting to realize, okay, now we're into the match, so now we can actually get something done here. Carnage5 though, you have to be careful here. Oh,
Torres lands the op shot.
He shot flashed mid at that point.
Yeah, at least, but they didn't, and they paid the price. Shadow goes down. This is sad stuff for Carnage. Really feels like the team is starting to fall apart slowly but surely in Fusion Gaming, as you said, getting more and more confident, and it definitely shows in how they're playing. Look at that, Equok pushed up long, holding a close angle. And even Torres, when he pushed up all the way to benches and got that pick and fell back, that was a very confident play. So you know Fusion Gaming, they're on top of their game right now. It's not going to be easy for Carnage5, but it's far from over. We're still in the first half. And Carnage5, they can definitely, even if they lose this half, they can definitely make the comeback on the CT side. But for now, with 40 seconds left on the clock, they have to commit somewhere. And it seems like B is going to be the answer as they all jump out of connector. Killer Bee has a molly ready. That's going to buy some time. And Kira finds a headshot onto Torres, however. That's the op going down, but Trist ready with the AK, gets Thor and Kronos as well. Here's Killer Bee looking towards short Dark Soul. Ooh, the dink was not enough. Killer Bee down to 4 HP, but Dark Soul finds that shot onto Dragod anyways. Equok is a bit too far away to help out his teammates. Kira drops down into the water, and he gets that kill onto Killer Bee. But Kira and Dark Soul both are very low, and there's not much time left. Molly. They don't have the bomb. This is sad news for Carnage5. Trist finds Dark Soul and Kira as well. Just before the time runs out, Fusion Gaming, they win another one.
Just if he wanted to be a bit of a jerk, really, he could have actually waited till the time ran out and then killed them after. But yeah. It's not considered BM, by the way. If you actually try wait until someone after time, that is tactically appropriate. I mean, sure, if you're playing a matchmaking or something, you know, then you might consider it BM. But when it comes to a competitive scene, you do know that their money completely gets ruined if their time runs out. So it's
onto Trist, but Torres, oh look at that, he gets 2. One with the P250, one with the op, but Dark Soul finally shuts him down, but look at that, the firing squad is here to take revenge for their opper. Picks up the op as well. Killer Bee, his opper will be thankful for him, gives him an AK in return as we head into the final, or not final, sorry, the final 2 rounds of the first half.
Final something anyway, and Fusion is actually almost mimicking how they did on Train. I mean, they did start on CT side Train, and it was extremely close in the beginning of the game, and then Fusion ended up with a 10-5. Is this going to be a deja vu of the first map?
For now, it seems like it. Equok gets that kill onto Thor, but Kronos trades it back. Gets an extra one onto Trist as well. This is good stuff for Carnage5. If they can finish off the round, they need as many points as they can get at this point.
Random nade there.
It's a bit of an optimistic nade, to say the least.
Doesn't hit anyone either.
Yeah.
It's not an Astralis nade, that's for sure. That is a decent molly though, so it does look like you're just gonna fake and go towards A, which is actually a good idea. There's no one on A at the moment. But are they gonna realize this? Taurus, are you gonna rotate? Yes, he does.
It may be a hair too late because they're already on the side. Torres, if he peeks Dumpster, he's in for a bad time. He just sees 3 people aiming straight at him. That's a perfectly timed flash. And Torres lives to fight another day with the op. He knows there's someone directly to his left. That would be Shadow. Maybe he can hope for the wallbang here. Kronos does find the kill onto Dragod. Here's Killer Bee dropping as well. Finally, Torres gets that kill with the op. But he's about to get 10, which he's all alone versus 3, and he knows it. There's very little hope for him this round. Maybe he can hope to save the op and fight again next round. And that might be the plan here, but Kronos denies it. Even that. Carnage5. They brought it back to 8-6,
yeah.
and it's definitely looking better now. If they can get it to 8-7, they've got a big chance of winning this map.
Yeah, and keep in mind again, this is their map pick, and they are probably a lot more comfortable on their CT side than they are on their T side. But Fuzion Gaming, they still have a chance to get this to 9-6, which is still close to how they performed in the first map. And if they can still perform on as well on their T side as they did on Train, which is a much harder T side than Overpass, then Fuzion Gaming by all means actually still has an opportunity to finish this out. So it really depends on how, one, how Carnage is going to perform on their CT, and two, how Fuzion actually performs on their T. So Carnage, they actually both need this round if they're hopeful for trying to win this map, at least to make themselves comfortable, you know.
So far, this is one of the slower rounds this game. No kills in the first 30 seconds. Something we haven't seen often this series, honestly.
They're both afraid at this point.
Torres, he missed that op shot. He might pay the price for it. He's down to 18 HP. He's so low, but he does get the kill onto Shadow and manages to fall back as well. This is perfect for Fuzion Gaming. The op survives.
Oh, this op shot
on long Dark Soul. He's got a good angle. Almost got Trist there. The
Did Trist
resident
get hit, though?
P90 player.
He has 60 HP. Did he actually get hit through that truck?
That is possible. That's a smart smoke onto bank. Equok, though! Oh my god, was he ready for them? Kira's the last man standing. He does get that headshot onto Equok, but it's down to a 1v4. He has to try to go for this. There's 20 seconds left. And Torres finds that kill. Fuzion Gaming end the first half with a convincing 9-6 lead.
Oh, convincing as convincing can be, I guess. I mean, it could have been a little bit better than that. But Torres, by the way, keep in mind, he had like 5 frags like 4 rounds ago. So Torres has been really stepping up for Fuzion. He's one of the people that's really waking up at this point. And now that they're switching to their T side, they need something on this T side. And Carnage realizes how important the CT pistol is going to be for them, especially with a 9-6 deficit. So they are going to try to just talk it out, see what kind of tactic they're going to go for. That will hopefully for them guarantee them the pistol round.
They definitely cannot afford to lose this pistol here, Carnage5. If they do, Fuzion Gaming might start running away with it here. Just like what happened to Train. There's a lot of pressure on Carnage5 to perform now. And this is their chance. Kira does get a kit and a P250, but he drops that P250 to a teammate. That's Shadow who gets it in the end. So 4 people with armor and Kira, not even a smoke, just a kit, just a diffuse kit.
You know, this is one of those things that I sort of disagree with. I mean, I don't know why teams tend to prefer getting a P250 sometimes on their CT side. I can understand on the T side because it has that one tap potential, just like the USP when it comes to a headshot. So there's a very good reason why terrorists tend to buy a P250. But when it comes to CT, I don't really understand it as much. I mean, the USP is actually better than a P250 when it comes to long range. And you can still spray with that USP as maybe close to enough as a P250. Maybe Shadow's uncomfortable with it, but it's a bit of risking the tactic here just for that P250.
He might pay the price for it having no smoke here. Because look at that Fusion Gaming. They're all pushing straight towards B from short. Dark Soul has to fall back. Thor gets one kill. But Trish trades it back. Here's Kira from heaven. One tapping away. He does get a headshot onto Killer B and Trist as well. This is it for Kira. This is his moment to shine. And shine bright he does. It's only Dragod and Torres left for Fusion Gaming. Carnage5, they held down B. They make it work, but Torres gets a headshot onto Shadow as he makes his way towards that A site with a bomb. He can plant already. There's no one close enough to stop him. It's only Kira who makes his way to truck. Dragod survives for now. But he does need backup. He falls back to long as well.
Bomb is planted for him as well in toilets. Dragod's gonna go all the way around.
Ooh, Torres finds that kill onto Dark Soul. There's someone coming from behind him.
Oh,
he could be in for a nightmare here, and Kronos does find that kill.
Oh,
Dragod, however, finds that shot onto Kira. Time is running up for Kronos. He has to go for this, and he does land that shot onto Dragod. Picks up a kid as well. He's got more than enough time to make this defuse work. Carnage5, they win the very important pistol here in the second half.
It was all down to that kid that was dropped by Kira. And Kira should have gotten that kill, but he just kind of tapped on his mouse bind there, I think, for his jump, because he just randomly jumped. And I think that's what really costed him the kill. But thankfully, Kronos does get that kill and picks up the kid from Kira. Because if he did not pick up that kid, then he wouldn't have had time. But now Fusion Gaming did plant the bomb, so they're just going to focus on next round. But you never know. Fusion Gaming's been doing really well these ecos against Carnage so far. So they probably still can get something done here. It really depends on how Carnage decides to play this, defensively or aggressively.
They've won more than a few ecos already this series, Fusion Gaming. And so Carnage5 will be playing with a bit more caution this time. Trist gets the entry onto Dark Soul, but look at that, Kira and Thor. They're making this work. Torres finally shoots Thor in the head, but Kira is still alive with his MP9. They haven't gotten him yet. And it's down to a 2v3 for Fusion Gaming. There's Equok from short with a deagle. Can't land anything, though. The P250 also doesn't work. Kira still alive. Still getting kills for Carnage5. Ends the round with a 4K. Woo. He's on fire, this guy.
So, Fusion. This is your opportunity. Do not lose that. Do not lose that lead that you've been building so far on their CT side. It's slowly closing in on them. Actually, not so slowly. It's only one round to go. So they have the gun advantage. They have a real gun advantage. I mean, three MP9s, I believe, and that's an MP9, right? Not an MP7.
That is an MP9, yes.
And one FAMAS. So definitely advantageous to Fusion. They need this. But I think because they did not buy any weaponry, Carnage still have something to go with next round with Kronos. What?
It's a good start. Catching Trist off guard. Dragod goes down as well. This is perfect for Carnage5 here. However, there's someone pushing up behind Shadow. He does realize it finally as he looks behind him, but it's way too late. Torres with the AK finds that kill, and Shadow goes down. Bear in mind, Kronos also super low at 10 HP. Fusion Gaming, they have still not lost this round just yet. As they make their way slowly towards toilets, Dark Soul and Thor are thinking about flanking them, which might not be a terrible idea here. Killer B is the one with the bomb. He's making his way towards long. That's Thor, who's made his way to Fountain already, and he might just surprise Fusion from behind. But they don't know he's there just yet. Look at him. Torres might be the first one to drop here for Fusion. So the other two are making their way from long. Here's Torres, shot straight to the back of the head, and he goes down. That's a good flash here. Kronos is completely blind, and Equok gets that kill. He's aiming straight at Thor, but he can't seem to find the headshot. Killer B does manage to kill Kira in the end. There's not much time left for Equok, and he goes down. It was so close. They almost won it, but Carnage5 proved to be better in the end. Thor clutches it with 40 HP.
And now it's just all even. So whatever lead that Fusion had on that first half is now completely gone. And now knowing that, but Carnage has enough ability to actually, to actually get this next round. And they're only going up against P250s. Only one has half armor as well, which is Killer B. So this is more than enough advantage now for Carnage to actually get the lead on this half so far. And Fuzion Gaming, they're basically on the back foot because they lost that advantage of getting 9 rounds on their CT side. Already a good start here, though.
Good stuff for Fuzion. Equok finds that entry onto Kronos, but Shadow from behind gets Killer B. Over Fuzion already on the A side. Look at that. Kira from Bank finds Torres, but the bomb has been planted already. Shadow from long gets Equok as well. They're dropping one by one here, Fuzion, without getting anything in return. Dragod couldn't get the kill.
But they did at least get the bomb plant, though. That's something. And they should be able to buy next round, especially with that bomb plant. That is very good for them. They can even go for an op if they want to, but I do not think they're going to do that because it does not seem like Carnage5 has an op of their own, so they don't have anything to really counter with those ops. So they could just go for the rifle, rifle aggression. But Torres does go for that op in the end. He is the opper of the team. He's shown it the last 2 games so far. So definitely now Carnage are having a disadvantage here. If they peek towards that op, they're going to basically get their head blown off. So a bit of risky pushes if they decide to push here, Carnage. But they are just going to play defensive, it looks like. If you look at the mini map anyway, they are pushed up towards short though. They did take that aggression, and they have a bit of information at least. But they are stacking anyway towards B, which is very questionable. If the Terrors decide to go long, you don't have anyone to counter it. Only now are they finally starting to rotate, get 3 people looks like towards A.
This is still a good pickup here for Dark Soul onto Dragod, who was the anchor for Fuzion Gaming. So now they're gonna have to watch for their flanks. Here's Dark Soul still alive, hiding his head. He's down to 23 HP, but they can't seem to finish him off. Look at that. They're all so low, but no one can find that final kill. He eats a flash straight to the face, but the nade is not enough. He survives with 10 HP. That's how low he is. Trist hoping to get lucky with the wallbang, but no such luck. There's a nade as well from short. This time it's Thor helping out his teammate, but still nothing landing quite yet. 30 seconds left on the clock. Fuzion Gaming, they've got to commit somewhere, and it seems like A is the answer, as they give up on that connector fight and head straight towards that A site. There's Torres coming from long with the op. Thor is rotating at last. Kira does find that first headshot onto Trist, but Killer B trades it back. Kronos looking towards long, looks away, but looks back and finds Torres. Gets the bomb down as well. This is perfect for Carnage5. Equok last to drop here for Fuzion, but Carnage, they win the round. 11-9 the score.
And they pick up that op as well. Fuzion though, considering they haven't won a single round on their T side, they have that loss bonus that they need. They've lost the 5 rounds in a row now, so they can buy this AK if they need to. But I don't know. I mean, Carnage, if they do lose this next round, if they lose this round, sorry, they should be able to buy the next round as well. So a bit tough here for Fuzion. I don't know what's going on their T side. Definitely not showing the same prowess they've shown on both Train and the CT side of this map.
Kronos finds the op kill onto Equok, one of the top performers for Fuzion Gaming. It seems like they've fallen apart completely on the T side here. Trist finally gets something done. That's a kill onto Shadow, bringing things back to equal ground here in this 4v4. But this is not the Fuzion we were watching earlier on the CT side. They haven't won a single round yet on their T side. And it's starting to show. Torres gets shot through the door there by Dark Soul.
They need to take short more often. I don't know why the Fuzion are not taking short control. I mean, Carnage just keeps pushing towards B short and just taking it over. And then they keep headshotting people come through that connector area. It's very questionable. I feel like if they actually take more advantage of that short area, then Carnage wouldn't be getting so many free kills.
30 seconds left on the clock. Fuzion Gaming running out of time, running out of options. Kronos running out of bullets and not getting any kills. But Dark Soul on the opposite hand, getting multiple kills here. That's a 3k for him this round. It's only Dragod left for Fuzion Gaming. This is his worst nightmare come true. Dark Soul finishes off his 4k. Makes his kill total so far this game 21. 4 kills away from the closest person. 21 kills on 13 deaths. It's definitely a scoreline to be happy with, to be proud of.
And Fuzion at this point, they need this pause. But it does not look like it's a tactical. Seems to be more of a technical pause here. That this does give Fuzion enough chance to possibly break that momentum from Carnage. Carnage definitely in the lead, not just in scoreline, but in mentality as well. And Fuzion, they look down and out at this point. They are not taking control of places at all. Like they need to actually take over that B short. They're just allowing the CTs to constantly push B short and take control. And I think that's one of their major downfalls. At least that's what it seems like so far, anyway. And they're also not watching their flanks. They're getting flanked a lot as well. So that's something that they need to also take note of. Like when they push through connector from mid, they get headshot immediately from people who are pushed short and are holding under that door. But in the same time, they're no longer watching the flanks. So people from toilets, the CTs from toilets, actually comes from behind them and flanks them as well, which is not optimal for Fuzion game. They seem to be very tunnel vision towards where they want to go and not paying attention to their surroundings or learning from their mistakes, for that matter.
Something needs to change here for Fuzion. They haven't gotten a single round as terrorists. Not like them at all. And they finally push short this time with CZs and P250s, but suddenly they just stop. They make it to short, but stop. There's the flash getting onto the site now, but it's a bit too late because Dark Soul's in position. He gets 2. Equak and Torres, however, respond with kills of their own. Kira still survives. But he can buy some time for backup to come for his teammates, or maybe not even wait for that. He does get the headshot onto Torres. He's hoping to finish off Equak as well. Bear in mind, Kira's still at full HP. Shadow from heaven. Equak, he's versus 3. He's about to get absolutely sandwiched there. Kronos with the op finds that kill, and Carnage lead 13-9. Getting close to that map point. Getting close to tying things off in this series.
Yeah, we should have tried to get that bomb plant at least. That wasn't the case. And now, they still had a lot of money though, because they had that loss bonus and the fact they didn't fully buy. They bought just those pistols and armor. So they have more than enough money. It would have benefited them to at least get a bomb plant though. So they can have at least a little bit more money if you lose another round. But yeah, very bad starts. Or generally this half for Fuzion Gaming. And they have a lot of money here at Carnage. So they have money to lose. So something a Fuzion needs to be aware of here. Kronos already getting down to 54 HP, but he does have an AWP. So that AWP still has that one-shot potential.
Ooh, good smoke. Good flash, I apologize. But Kira responds with a smoke onto toilets. So Fuzion Gaming are going to have to look for another entry. Seems like they might go down connector to short. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing here as the bomb makes its way towards Monster slowly but surely. It's a good molly onto Barrels, forcing Thor away from his position. Trist gets the entry, but Thor trades it back as he sprays through Monster, but he can't seem to find anything there. Shadow does get Dragob, but Torres responds. The kill onto Thor. It's down to a 3v3, and Shadow makes it a 3v2 with a good kill onto Torres through the wall, but Equak, there we go, trades it back. This is the chance for Fuzion to get a round on the board, or maybe not, because Kronos is still up. Kronos is still hitting shots with the AWP, and Kronos wins it for Carnage5.
Now, Fuzion, this is their last chance to actually win this. To win a round, at least. Oh, Carnage. It looks like they're set up to actually win this map. I mean, there's nothing really stopping them from winning this map so far. And Fusion Gaming, I don't know. Their T side is very sloppy here. Like really, really sloppy. And it looks like it's gonna be a map win already from Carnage5, but they do have the AKs, they do have mostly utility. They did waste a lot already. Draga didn't really have any. But oh, here's a start already that they need.
That was kind of awkward there, but Equok wins the fight. Torres finds that shot onto Kira as well. This is the best Fusion have done so far. Can they finish off the round versus Dark Soul and Thor? I don't think Dark Soul and Thor want to go for this even. They'd rather save the weapons.
Yeah, even though Kronos, I believe, will have almost 16k next round. And Kira over 10k as well. But 3 of the players do not have that much money. Fusion, though, they should not be hunting. Honestly, you do not have that much money either. So just stick with those guns. If they survive with 4, that will be optimal for them. They're going to lose that loss bonus as well. And yeah, so far, the CTs as well set up for exit frags here. Oh, he does see him.
Did a bit of a double take there, and he does get that kill onto Thor, and so Dark Soul is the only surviving member for Carnage5. He gets to keep his M4, his kit, his helmet, and his molly. And Fusion Gaming finally put a point on the board, but one wonders if it's too late.
Yeah, is it too little too late? It's 10-4. First round. I mean, the gap doesn't seem that big, but considering they lost, how many rounds has it been? 8 rounds in a row? So maybe a little bit more even. So that's a lot of rounds they've lost in a row. So yeah, pretty much it seems like an impossible task when you consider it that way, that this is the only round they've won. But is this the momentum change they needed? Kronos still has 14.6k, so he can obviously buy for himself and drop to Shadow. Well, I think Shadow's already been dropped though, as Kira has spent 9.3. Actually, no. Okay. Oh, actually, never mind. Kira dropped to Thor, so that's the explanation. And yeah, now they have the money for it, but is this too little, too late? I mean, if Carnage wins this next round, it's still gonna be a bit tough, you know, and that's gonna be worrying here for Carnage. For both Fusion and Carnage, and Fusion especially. If they lose this round, they're not gonna have that much money going into it. Into the next round, that is.
The op for Torres, as usual. He was performing really well with it on train. He did also well in the first half here on Overpass. Took a dip, but this is his chance to come back. Rest of the team, 4 AKs to work with for Fusion. A good amount of utility as well. As they make their way towards A side, I believe Torres is the last man. And now he's rotating, joining up with his teammates. 2 people on toilets, 2 people on long. Carnage5. No one is hoping to flank here. Everyone's playing super safe from Carnage. This is very unlike them. In the last few rounds, they were pushing, hoping to get flanks, and it was working and paying off. But now they're playing very, very safe, holding the site, not moving at all. It might not work out. That's a good smoke, but Kronos is right at the edge of it. Shadow finds Tristan and does not get traded back as Equok makes his way towards the site. The bomb is about to get planted. There we go. Killer B gets the plant down. Equok does get hit there through the edge of the smoke. Kronos finds that kill, but Dragot already got Kira. The bomb is ticking away. Someone is making his way from connector. I believe that is Torres. Bit of a slow...
Planted for him as well.
Slow to move, and he does get that kill onto Kronos. Torres still hunting, hoping to get the op, but the op missed, and Killer B walks straight into his crosshairs. The bomb is getting defused, but Dragot saves it! He keeps Fusion's hopes alive, so does Torres! Oh my god, Fusion Gaming! They're about to win it! They win it in the end. Torres. It's the Opera who saves it for Fuzion. A 3K for Torres. And what a 3K that was.
Was if you noticed there from the Go TV, I'm sure you guys just caught it just in time. Is that the defuse was literally on the last second. Like, yeah, it's even showing it on the stream. Like it just was on the split last second that they would have actually defused that if it wasn't for that push on long. And that was crazy. You did not expect that whatsoever. That would look like they already lost the round at that point, especially after Torres missed that initial op shot there. But that was so close. And now Carnage, two round losses in a row, and now they're forced on basically what they have left in their economy. They're trying to balance out the money that they have here. Only Chrono's here with a gun. So Fuzion, they should be bringing this to a 14-12. Oh, Shadow here though.
God, he does not get the jump, but he looks anyways, and he does find Shadow there, and he does get the kill in the end. Thor also drops, so does Kronos. The M4 getting absolutely nothing done. Fuzion Gaming haven't lost a member, but Equak interests are both quite low. Low enough to die from a Deagle or a P250 shot. Trigod also got tagged. They're down to 77. But seems like Dark Soul and Kira are not really going for this. Hoping to get exit frags instead, and they might just get exactly what they're wishing for. Because someone is heading straight towards that B side. I believe that is Equak. Never mind, he changes his mind. Or does he? He just jumps down on the site there. But he can't see Kira. And Kira did not hear him. So he lives to fight another day with 16 HP. Or does he? Nope, he does not. Kira shoots him in the back of the head there. But the round goes in favor of Fuzion Gaming. Anyways, 12-14.
Does he get the gun though?
This is getting very intense. They can definitely make this comeback happen now.
You wouldn't expect them to get it though. I mean, this was definitely a round for them to lose. I mean, this is not a round for them to lose. Sorry, this is a half for them to lose. This was basically a complete domination from Carnage. But Fuzion, as if there was a light switch, they just completely switched it there. Completely different than what they've played so far.
Here's Fuzion Gaming, all rushing through Monster. No one dropping there. They do get the kill onto Thor. Here's Trist. Couldn't find the kill on the Dark Soul fast enough, but Equak is there to trade it back. The bomb has been planted now for Fuzion. The 3v4 for Carnage5. And Shadow burns alive. He drops the Equak Molly. Here's Kronos from heaven. Both him and Kira still alive, but Kira hiding a graffiti can't really help his teammate just yet. Equak looking straight at him, and Kronos goes down. Oh my god, Carnage5. They're throwing it away. They are throwing their lead away. Fuzion Gaming. They're right back in this now. 13-14.
I feel like it's almost like they're Da Vinci and they cracked the code here. And it seemed like they figured out that holding positions and holding control is not the way to go. Because now they've been really rushing sites and then just depending on their aim duels. And Carnage does not seem to know how to counter that. That seems to be Fuzion's real decision here on how to counter them. And look here though, they're stacked B. And Fuzion is not going B. Well, actually, this bomb, is he gonna go towards? No, it looks like they're going towards B. So this is supposed to be a good round here from Fuzion. Again, this is perfect for them to actually go towards the site.
Carnage5, they slowly realize it, and they're running straight back towards A, but are they too late? Seems like they might make it just in time. Here come the mollies and the smokes. Equak's already a truck. He gets one, but Kira shuts him down with the CZ. The bomb has been planted, though, for Fuzion Gaming. Carnage5, they only have that one kit, and that's in Kira's hands. Stray God goes for Shadow, and Kira trades that one back as well, but Torres finds Kronos at connector. It's down to 2 people now for Carnage5. Just Kira and Dark Soul left. Never mind. Trist finds Kira. Torres finds Dark Soul. And Fuzion Gaming find the tie. 14-14 as we head into the final 2 rounds of the game.
Uh, Very important to note, by the way, that Torres made the perfect decision there. You know what he did?
Staying and not pushing with the team.
Yeah, decided to hold that position from the flank before going to join with his teammates because it was planted for him as an AWPer as well. So he decided to hold that position, and then he actually prevented the flank before rejoining his teammates and killing that person who was trying to get to the bomb site. So very, very smart from Torres. Very good decision from him. If he actually pushed together, he might have actually been flanked, and that round could have been completely different. But now, Carnage, although they had the money to buy an AWP, they did not. So now they have 5 M4s against... This is basically a full buy from both sides. So it's all or nothing. Carnage, if they lose this round, they're going to have no money. Fuzion, on the other hand, if they actually lose this round, they'll have the money. So this is really down to Carnage. After winning so many rounds in a row, are they going to lose this in the final hurdle?
This is it. This is where it matters most. Everything else couldn't matter less. Fuzion Gaming losing 6 rounds in a row doesn't matter now. Carnage5 getting demolished 6 rounds in a row as well also doesn't matter. This is it. Their chance to tie things up and go to map 3, or Fuzion's chance to finish things off with a clean 2-0 victory here. 40 seconds left on the clock as the Mom makes its way towards Monster. Now Thor is in a good spot, but he drops straight to Dragod there. This is a perfect entry for Fuzion as Equok finds Dark Soul as well. They're looking straight towards Heaven. Kira and Shadow get kills for themselves, but Kira gets traded back with a shot to the head. Kronos and Shadow, the last 2 remaining for Carnage5. The bomb has finally been planted now. Torres misses that op shot. This could be costly as Shadow finds that kill onto Killer B. Torres missed another op shot. This is not the time to panic now, Torres. The bomb defuse is about to go through. 2 seconds left. Kronos defending the diffuser, and they make it happen. Carnage5. They win the round 15-14, and Shadow finds a kill onto Torres as well. Carnage5. It was close, but they make it happen.
That was all down to Torres' misses there. If he did not miss so many rounds, just got one of those kills, that round would have been completely different. Torres missed 4 shots in a row. I mean, that was so unlike him considering how well he's been performing so far in this map. And on the T side especially, suddenly he's completely faltered there. That was their round. And now, they can buy this round like I mentioned earlier. So it's really down to maybe they can try to work this for an overtime. Carnage, this is their chance.
Boost attempt was shut down there. Shadow responds with a molly. But yeah, 4 people actually holding that B site for Carnage. They do not think Fuzion Gaming are coming towards A, and they will be right in that assumption because Fuzion are focusing also on that B for now. Look at that Killer B, drops to 17 HP. So the camera goes a bit crazy there. But this is a very close round. 1 minute left on the clock here. Fuzion Gaming, they've got a good amount of smokes to work with. A decent amount of flashes as well. And Torres finds the entry onto Thor, but it almost got traded back. He survives with 30 HP thanks to some backup from his teammate, but he does miss that elf shot. And Dark Soul, he makes them pay the price for it. Boy, oh boy, is it expensive. Carnage5, they win the map 16-14.